welcome. Welcome to my Animal Crossing stream. Updates in a week. A week? The 15th? Yes. We're gonna clean some stuff up on my island. Yeah. We're cleaning stuff up. Look, it's me. Look, it's me. Oh, this is beeping. You know what? Can I actually... Is this gonna... Yes! Now I don't have a latency. Yes, you do want to see my island! Don't lie! Don't lie! Look! I have a rank S home! Yeah. Uh-oh. This is not gonna be pretty. I have roaches, probably. Ah! How do I run? How do I run? Marshy. Mashy. Hi, Shark. Hi, Sun. B. Ah! Wait, how did I do that? Oh, there it goes. Hi! I don't want to take a picture. What? Someone's here? Melba? I'm home. Yeah, 'cause you're rude. I want new Animal Crossing so bad now. Look at my tree. I can't help but admire the charm of your big festive tree. I just know something like that wouldn't look nearly as nice in my place. Funny how that works. Melba, come in. Melba, come in. Have a tea. Look. I have sugar and tea. Here, let me turn the lamp on. No, I turned it off. Oops. They're not gonna give it to us, though. Probably not. Oh, okay. Bye-bye. Wow, she just, like, popped in and then left. Okay. Okay, Melba. Okay, this is my living room. You see, yes. And then the secret room is right here. Haha! It's a secret. Ah, there's a roach. That's nothing. Don't worry about it. I cinnamon roll. I set my pom-pom purring TV. And my light. No! I forgot how to play this game. Shit. The Mashi TV. Does this not turn on? Is this not a lamp? Beautiful Sanrio. Okay. It's a parasol? Very good. Okay, the next room. Oh no, don't pay attention to that. That's nothing. It's gone. It's fine. Oh, these are... I decorated for Christmas the last time I played, which was like 2 years ago. Anyway, this is my bathroom. This is where I used the restroom. I guess it's back in season-ish. Yeah. This is where I showered. This is where I used the toilet. Hold on, I gotta go real quick. Okay. So I keep my bug collection. Exactly. And then this is my kitchen. is my kitchen. Look, isn't it cozy? Didn't I do just the greatest job? You can watch TV while you can watch TV while you eat. Like a true iPad kid. Oh, this is my Swiss roll. I got one of these again. 10 stream streak. No, Sunny. You're cute. This is my kitchen. I'm making toast and spaghetti. No, not right now. I'm on a 43 stream streak. Dang, that's crazy. That metal shelf doesn't really go in the kitchen. Doesn't go well with the vibe. I think this is my favorite room. Definitely. Because I have like the hidden back room. Okay, and then would you like to see my basement or my attic? It's not really an attic. Oh, let's go the back rooms. Yeah. Yeah, didn't you know? Let's change the song. All my rooms might have bugs in them. Oops. Uh-oh. You know, it's fine. It's fine. This is the bedroom. I'm a pro bug collector. You're right. Pissing all by yourself, handsome.
Pissing all by yourself, handsome?
I'll just lie down. Hanshu! 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 This is where I change my appearance. I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm good. This is my clock. This is my dinner and my dessert and my second dinner. Oh, there's no music. No, I don't want to do that. Let's play some music. Okay, finally, the basement. The basement. I think I did like a... Ah, yes, an Under the Sea. An Under the Sea. Oh, this is my game. This is my streamer setup. Do you like my streamer setup? So, well, I don't know why I have 2 beds. Don't ask. Maybe this is for like a guest. Isn't this rug cute? Isn't this rug so cute? This is for Gigi. This is for Gigi. Da, 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 da. This is another setup. I can't get over here. Beautiful. Maybe I should move this a little. No, I can't. There we go. Da, da, da. Oh, this is Gigi. This is Gigi. Look, it's him. It's Gigi. No, Shark, you're cute. Okay, now we go outside. Now we go outside. This is where the real magic is. Okay, that's my house. We love Mashi in this chat. You better love me. You better. I'll cry. Hold on, we gotta start from the beginning. Start from the beginning. That's not the beginning. Hold on, I'm almost there. Oh, look at my cucumber guy. Okay, this is the airport. This is where you will arrive, okay? Which destination will you pick? Will you go left or right? It's up for you to decide. There's plenty of magic. Oh, there's bubbles. Okay, we could go left first. Hello, JJ. Look at this. Oh, look. Oh. Oh. No! No, not the garden gnome. I go towards the cutie running in circles. No, you gotta go. Woo! Woo! Okay. So this is my golden rose, as you can see. You follow the path. It's very beautiful, isn't it? This is the tailor. You can admire the dresses. Mashi ignoring the pole. SMH my head. Which way, Western man? Left or right? Oh, we're going left. We're going left. Which way, Western man? Okay, that's the tailor. And then past the tailor is where we do the beekeeping. Oh! Left one. I knew it would. Look, there's honey, there's the bee. Oh, that's a wasp. Don't pay attention. That's fine. Oh! I got a pumpkin. And this is the movie theater. This is the drive-in. The drive-in theater. Do you love it? We could be bees. And then you could sit and admire the movie. And then I got the popcorn. You got the popcorn if you're feeling hungry. And then I made this skillet thing. Oh, and then there's drinks as well. We offer drinks. There's not really anything going on up there. It's just for decoration. And then over here... Ah, how do I pick things up? Stop it! There we go. Okay. This is another lounge cafe area that I made. Beautiful, gorgeous. Enjoy your tea party. Snacks. You can have a cup of tea or coffee if you like. Some water. Some water. Some water. Mashi, let's have a tea. I would love to. Would love to have a tea party. Thank you for the head pat. Well, you could have water in that pitcher over there, but I can't get to it. A little train station. Water? I have to go get water. Okay, you guys wait here, okay? The rest of the tour will continue. How do I sit? I've got a beverage. And then a tea party. Okay. The tour continues. We'll go this way. Okay, if we go this way, this is where the wanted man comes to visit the island. See, he's wanted. If you get him, you'll get 100,000 bells. This part of the island's unfinished. I really don't know what I want to do with it. I really don't know what I want to do with it. Dig up the sparkly. Dig up the sparkly. I dug up bells. Okay. Sparkly. Oh, you want to see my outfits? I've got sleepy time. I've got Alice in Wonderland. I've got another jammy one. I've got a cosplay. Or Nezuko. The Binky. I've got Foxy. Foxy. I've got Lude. I've got Peasant. Peasant. And Toga. Great. Wonderful. Right? Nice, right? Okay. Oh, this is where one of my villagers lives. This is... Oops. How do I get rid of this? There we go. This is Shino's house. I don't know, is Shino awake? As you can see, my island is perfect. Oh, Shino's outside, okay. As you can see, I really like Shino. And then over here is another villager's house. We've got Sasha. Let's chat. What you doing? I might copy you. I could be Nanners Jr. for the day. Nanners Jr. I'll let it pass. Let's see, these are random tomatoes that I planted. And then over here, Fred the Guy. Hello, Fred the Guy. This is Raymond's house. I haven't decorated his house, really. I should decorate his house. Okay, and then over here, that's my house. You already saw my house. Wow, you have Raymond and you didn't decorate his house. I know, I'm terrible. Shaking my SMH. shaking my head. These are my this is my garden. This is where I cook rice and other things. My gyroid. I forget who this is. Melba. This is Melba. Yeah, I stopped playing for a while because I got really burnt out. Who's Dom? Who is Dom? Oh, Dom is the athletic. Yeah, Dom. Hello. Ignore that it says 3 years. 3 years. I don't want to work out. What you up to? A tree standee? I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. Anyone want a tree standee? Ignore the sweat stains. Those aren't part of the recipe? Those are part? Okay, whatever. Okay, Dom. These houses aren't in the place that they're gonna stay. I just needed to move them around to decorate the island. Here is the campsite. A campsite for villagers to visit. A little mushroom where you could do a puzzle. And then you can roast some marshmallows. I should really move that so the campsite's easier to access. We could do like a... Yeah. I want to fix this. How do I switch to path? How do I like... Oh. I want to... We could do like this. Maybe only 2. That's cute. I'm too far. Here, let's wait for it to get over. Oh, wow, the first tree I shake has a furniture in it. Okay, my campsite. I don't know. I was gonna put something here, but I don't know what I'm gonna put yet. The beach. Tom Nook's place, which you saw earlier. Oh, I want to show you my favoritist. Oh, look at all my village. Oh, you're here. Kix. I don't know. I probably have all of that already. Fresh honey. No, this... We didn't go this way. We have to go this way now. This is my favorite spot. The museum! It's beautiful! Look how beautiful, gorgeous it is. Like there's the amber, some mushrooms, a tree. I don't really have much going on the beach. What's the present? The anticipation is killing me. I hate to disappoint you. It's just a gurney. What is this, though? Oh, there's another present. Mom's homemade cake! Delicious! Where do I put her cake? You know, I can. Yeah, on a table, but where? Instead of this, we're gonna have cake. Beautiful. Have a slice of cake. There's so many things. Okay, and that's my island. The rest of my villagers. Let's see. I have Ellie, Stitches, Nana. I love Nana. Henry, Dom, you saw, Sasha, Rolf, Raymond, Melba, and Shino. Where is Shino, though? My love. Shino. Oh. Ooh. Look, I dug up a tacoid. Oops. He's cute. A tacoid, not a cuck. Not a cuckoid. Oh, I didn't show you the docking area. Oh, Kappa. Kappa? What are you saying? Talkoid. Like TikTok? Docking area. Is that Twitch safe? Yes! I don't wanna. No, thank you. Shiver me timbers. Oh. Knock knock. Oh, Stitches! Hi, Stitches. Look, he's wearing a burger. I love you, Stitches. His house is so cute. Change title to talking on Twitch, bruh. Bro, I thought you actually did it for a sec. Oh. Changed my title. Hiking in your 40s is a great way to meet new people. Today I met 2 paramedics, 3 nurses, and a cardiologist, and nearly met Jesus. Hi, Darren. And that's my island. How much is the cheese tax? I don't know off the top of my head. I wonder if we can go. Oh, it's 2,000.
You
Gotta pay the cheese. Oh, Windfall. My island is Windfall Island.
Becomes looking. The rules
are the rules
and the
and
facts are the
the
facts.
facts
And when
and
the
the
cheese
cheese
drawer
drawer
opens,
opens,
you gotta pay the tax.
The
cheese tax. The cheese tax. Hand it over quick, or things might get ugly. I can get really loud. I'm a really bucky puppy. I'm not just asking 'cause I'm looking for snacks. This is real important business, and you gotta pay the tax.
Let's go see the houses that I've decorated. Rah, 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 rah. Rah, 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 rah. I don't even remember. Aren't you the master of cheese? Yes. I was like, wow, that's not a shark move. Then I saw the comma. Nico! Ew! Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh! Diana! Is Stitches eating? Oh! She's cute. Maddie. Pink plumeria. The skunk. Okay. I wanted to do like a house tour thing. Because I have no idea what I've decorated so far. Door is locked. Huh? That's good Sprite. I don't have any amiibo. Oh, what happens if I scan this though? Is it gonna... No, that's not gonna work. Damn. Stop. Guys, is this gonna be the year I beat Tears of the Kingdom? I'm kind of thinking that it's gonna be the year. Wait, how do I tour the things that I've built? Can I not? Lottie. Wait, is that what Kappa's for? Do, 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 do. Bob! Can I visit your place? Okay, so these are the people that I've made houses for. Oh, it's cute. forgot what he asked for. Something very flowery, apparently. How's your home? Okay, Bob. Oh, maybe I talked to the little monkey guy. I want to go back. Nico. Oh, I can buy things in this shop. I forgot. Raymond! Ooh! What's in the bottle? I already know this. Oh, I already know this too. Cute. Well, I thought there was more I could do. I need a place where I can invent stuff. Heroes need a place to rest. Everyone needs a break. Lighting collection. Particularly rice. Factory. Eco-friendly factory. Well, I don't know. I think... Wait, hold on. Can I talk to you? I want to visit at home. A place to mediate? Meditate. Always think about her when she says I do me, butterfly go right through me. And when I see her dancing, I wanna take a chance and give her a little culture and maybe get to know her. A toy box full of colors. Oh, let's see this one. God, I can't remember doing any of these. Oh, he's a gamer. Pause vacation home. Step into the home. Oh, hell yeah. It's so tiny. Could I not have made it bigger? Oh, hell yeah. He has the Nintendo edition. Nintendo Animal Crossing edition Switch. Oh my god. Words are hard. Wow, he's such a gamer. He lives in an arcade. That's crazy. Pop, 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 pop. Remember when the Animal Crossing GameCube one came out and you could play an NES game without having to pay a subscription fee? I remember that. I want to go back. Oh, it didn't give me the option to go to another home. Let's visit another home. Don't pay attention to my phone cover, okay? A lighthouse lifestyle. Ooh, my mushroom forest. Dang, I went all out. It is very foresty, that is true. Oh my god, everything's sparkling. Beautiful. How are things? Maybe I get rid of some of the sparkles. What did I just do? Oh my god, I can make it bigger! Oh my god. I made everyone's house tiny because I didn't realize you could make them bigger. Oh my. I'm such a dingbat. You live and you learn. How do I grab? We want to... That's better. How do I get... How do I get that? How do I pick it up? Ah. not liking this rug. Maybe I should move the rug over here. Da, 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 da. That's cute. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that would be better for the entryway. Da, 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 da. What am I trying to do? Sase, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Da, 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 da. I don't know, what do you guys think about the leaf floor? I think no. Well, this might be cute. But it's not even. Ooh! Ooh! We gotta have a little gnome guy to cause mischief. How do I select multiple R? Rotate. 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 There we go. No. She doesn't know. One more stool, just in case she wants to have a guest over. We could maybe... have a little rug. Little maple leaf rug. Some little mushroom outfits. Skinny mushroom. There's gonna be mushrooms everywhere. Let's move this to the front since it'll be even that way. Then we can move that to there. Wow, now it's big. Oh my god, I love how it's it's actual puddles. Is that better? It's ready. I'm so sorry I built you a tiny home when I could have built you a... There's no gnome, what are you even doing? Wait, did I get rid of the gnome? I thought I put a gnome. Oh. There he is. Beautiful, beautiful, glamorous. Pose for the camera. Beautiful. Oh, my dear, you've done so much for me. Ah, of course, since you're here. And all, how about immortalizing your work with some pictures? Goodbye. Let's go. Let's go, Nico. Wait, what did he say? Nah. Oh, talk to the client.
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Hello, Happy. I'm heading back. Sorry I made your home so tiny. Bye-bye. Landlord Mashi be like. Oh, maybe I can make like a... I could make like a dessert area. A cafe. Dessert cafe area. I'm leaving. Come on. Wilbur, let's go. That's right. I'm out of here. don't want to be Toga anymore. I clipped it but forgot to grab the link. It's okay. Thank you for clipping. Ooh, look at that dress in the window. Pretty. I don't think I have this dress yet. Christmassy. Christmassy. Ooh, Jamie sweater. No, I don't want to wear it. Damn it. Sonic? Wait, did you see? Oh, no, that's Mabel. I guess she's kind of like Sonic. She's a blue hedgehog. Or porcupine. I think she's a porcupine. I'm a little German boy. I'm a little German boy. Look at me. Das Guten. How do I buy multiple things? I'm so annoyed. Let's go see what I have in my home. Cute. This is Sonic? Do I have a different hat? Cottage core. I don't know if I have all the fossils. Let me go see if I have all the fossils. I might be missing some. That's art. That's bugs. That's fish. Fossils. Does it tell me if I am 100% complete? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I finished the exhibit. Me, when I'm at the Pokemon fossil exhibit. Do you have Auntie Anne's pretzels near you? I think we have one in the mall. Raymond! What's the latest? Oh, that reminds me. Oh. Naturally naughty? Oh my. The sweatshirt and dog collar sold. Oh my. They made a fucking dog collar that said naturally naughty? Oh my god. That's wild. The dog collar, I guarantee you someone bought their... I guarantee you someone bought that for their partner. I swear they probably did. Crazy. I don't know of any dogs. Exactly. At the gym, my trainer was showing us an exercise and we had to twist. I said, Bruce, I'm not a pretzel. He said, I identify as a pretzel, and I said, I'm non-binary, but not in the way you'd expect. I'm a pretzel. That's great. +2. Do I have a... Wait, I can just... No! I got some real life +2s laughter. You're so silly. These damn roaches don't know when to stop. They have roaches in your house. Yeah, when you don't play for a long time, you get roaches. Stop sliding into... Stop sliding into tight spaces. Just like real life. Just like real life. When I'm a spelunker's partner. Yo, I don't know if I like cockroaches in the game. Not very cozy. It's okay, they're gone now. They won't reappear unless I don't play for 5 years. 3 years. Oh my god, guys, I should upload. Guys, I should upload a thing. And hold on, can I do that? Can I upload a picture of my stream and put it on my... How do you edit things again? Damn. Well, we can continue. I think I'm gonna switch games. I tidied some stuff up for my update. Once the update comes out, I think I'll finish my island. I'll actually fill out the whole island and decorate everyone's home. Yeah. Okay, what do we play? I have Kirby. I re-downloaded Fire Emblem and Octopath. I have Wonderful Life. I can finish Tears of the Kingdom finally because I haven't finished that. Oop. Download. Oh man. Work is gonna suck. I'm not looking forward to work. I'm gonna have to work like every weekend, I think. I'm not very happy about it. Or every other weekend. Da, 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 da. Boo! No, I'm out of Sprite! How could this happen to me? How could this happen to me? Harvest Moon? Kurbo? What are these? Oh my god, there's so many new things. Corby. No fucking way. Oh. Wait. Is my... No fucking way they have Mario Paint! I'm so excited. Where's my mouse? Bruh, I'm so excited to play Mario Paint. Where did I... Wait, this is... Oh shit, where? This is Mario Paint, duh! I don't know where I put my mouse USB thing. Oh, this is it. This is it. Will it let me? Yes! Oh my god, I'm so excited. Burr, burr. Oh my god, how do I... No. How do I make my mouse speed faster? There we go. Wait. Hold on, how do you... Where's the fly game? Wait, what is this? Oh, hell yeah! Wait, how do I... Aww. I'm drawing a mushroom, but it needs to be more even. How does one draw a mushroom? I can't believe my mouse actually works like my computer mouse. That's crazy. What if I looked up a picture of Calliope Mori and surprised Rin with a pixel Calliope Mori? Hold on, let's see. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, how do I clear? Like that. Okay. Okay. Let's do black. Oops. There's a cool 3D animated Max music vid too. Huh? Mad Max themed. saw Calliope Mori did a second opening. Oh yeah, I got Kuti. Yeah. Yeah, she did. Or what if I just made Rin? What if I just made Rin? I don't know how to do pixel art. I'm just following a thing. Is there more colors? I need like pink. Like pink. Oh, dang it. Dang it. I don't think I have enough color options to make Calliope Mori. Who can I make though? I will fall asleep to the sounds of Mashio paint. Mashio paint. Maybe I just gotta make myself. Just gotta make myself actually. But we want crazy. We need... Ah! I don't know. Clear that. Maybe I can find... Damn, there's not very many colors to work with, is there? Coloring book. Cake. What? Wait, is it gonna color it for me? No, surely not. Let me color. Let me color. How do I color? There we go. What? How the F? Wait, what did I do? What did I just do? Uh-oh. I broke my pewter. What? Why is it window capturing? There we go. Wait. You know what? Let's go see. Mouse required? Huh. What other game stations can I play without having to upgrade my... What's this? Kirby's Avalanche. What is this? I don't know what I'm playing. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How do you play this? Oh. Oh no, I fucked up. Uh-huh. Hell yeah. I'm still gonna lose. Hell yeah. I need to get rid of that side. Well, look at that. I don't understand. Aha! I do understand. How do I make the bomb go off? What? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Would you just look at that? Oh, shit. Oh no, this is gonna be a wombo combo, trust. Nope. Uh. Oh, let's go! Woo! Ba-da-ba-ba. This game is cute, but it's hard. Don't let the cuteness fool you. How do you win? Dr. Mario, yeah. What? Isn't like Tetris, you just go forever? Do you just go forever? I don't know, everything was in Japanese. I couldn't read it. Hamster! Hamster! Shark, thank you for the head pat. I love head pats. Water. I gotta go fill my water bottle. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, be right back. Let me go get some water. I'm back. Proof that I got water. You won! No, I didn't win. I didn't win. Oh no, what did I do? Shark, what other emulator can you play on this Switch without having to, like, upgrade? Do you know? Only answer if you're here. If you're not here, it's fine. I was just wondering if you knew. Damn, look at me go. I'm such a pro. I think I'm on like the easiest difficulty. Fish. I think I'm toast. Oh, I'm not toast. Never give up. Never surrender. Oh, shit. I think I'm kind of getting it. It's getting really fast. So if I go here, I'll get the one up below that. Nice. Oh, nice. Freaking nice. I don't know what I did to my eye, but it hurts and it's been like 3 days. Did you get something in it? Did you scratch it? Trying to get something out? Did you like rub it too hard or something? I had a really bad pain in my eye, and turns out that I had a long ass GG hair in my eye that I could not get out. I think I scratched it. I'm sorry. Maybe eye drops. Eye drops might help. But make sure you get like pain relief eye drops or something. You tried. I'm sorry. Oh! Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, bud. Oh, fuck yeah, bud. We are crushing this. Absolutely demolishing. Oh, bud. Oh, bud. Oh, no. bad, bud.
Well, I'm glad I figured that one out.
Ah. I think I'm toast. I think I'm absolutely toast. Shark. Oh, we are so donezo. I saw a cut or something on the part of my eyelid I just touched that hurt extra bad. It was behind my lashes. Ouchie. Ouchie. I'm sorry. Hey, punk, are you tough enough? What's this? Kirby. Yeah, I don't really know. What time is it? It's 10? Okay, I'm sorry. It was a short stream. I gotta go. I gotta go. I'll miss you guys. I'll miss you so much. Bye-bye. Wait, hold on. Can we raid someone? Should we raid someone? Yeah, we could raid someone. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Shadow. Good night. Sleep tight. Mwah.